So today we're going to be planting some early carrots in containers. I'm going to be using these, what I'm pretty sure are 10-litre containers, but they're quite tall, so it's ideal for the carrots because we want a long taproot. It is a bit early, we're still in the middle of January, but I do like to start some off early in these pots, and I will be changing how I grow the rest of my carrots, my main crop carrots, outside up a bit this year, so keep an eye out for that. And if you haven't already, it's a good time to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, just helps out the channel. So what we're going to be doing is filling the bottom third of these pots with some of my own homemade compost. Again, there'll be a video coming out on all this in the near future. And then we're going to be adding some mixed multi-purpose compost. It's mixed with some coconut coir, and I've just ran that through a sieve. Nothing really fine. I think these are 5mm holes or 7mm holes, something like that. But that's more than good enough for these. Like I say, these are just for an early crop. Yeah, so these are just going to be for an earlier crop, and I'll start them off indoors and then I'll move them out to the polytunnel, and then eventually they can get moved outside. I'm just going to fill the bottom third of this so with homemade compost. See, it's still not quite fully rotted down, but that'll just provide a bit of nutrition at the bottom of the pot for them, and then top the rest of the pot up with this mixture of multi-purpose compost and coconut coir. So I'm going to be doing two pots today, and then I'll succession sow then probably every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something like that, up until I can sow my main crop carrots, which will probably be towards the end of February, beginning of March. So we'll probably end up with about 6 or 8 of these tubs. Like I say, they can get started in here. Once they're so tall, I'll put them in the polytunnel. I'm going to make a bit of a hot box in the polytunnel for them, so there'll be a video on that coming soon as well. Right, so I brought you in a bit closer for this bit in the hopes that you can see it a bit better. But we're making the holes. I'm going to use a slightly larger marker pen because we don't want the holes as deep. And I'm just going to copy the face of a clock around the outside and do 12 holes. So start with the 12 and the 6, the 3 and the 9. And then I just do 2 in between each of those. So we're not looking for big carrots. Like I say, these are earlies, so but even doing it this way, still get some decent sized carrots. Now I'll just do 4 in the middle like that. So there we go, we've got 12 and 4, that's 16 cells or holes in a 10-litre pot, which eventually we'll have 1, maybe 2 carrots in each. Try and thin them down to 1 in each. So the first variety we're going to be doing are NANTES 2. It says on the packet sow in March, but Again, we're showing indoors in containers, and they will be kept indoors until they're of a decent size. Now I'm going to do a few seeds in each, just because this packet of seeds is a couple of years old and I'm not sure on germination, so it's better the chances. Just going to put about 5 in each. And we'll thin them out as they grow, hopefully leaving 1 or 2 per station. Right, so now the seeds are in each hole, just going to give them a quick soaking. This water is at room temperature. I'm just going to go over each individual hole, make sure the seeds get a good soaking. Just like that. And then handful of vermiculite just over the top, just to top up all the holes. And don't forget, add your label. And this whole tray a good soak now. And as what I'll do is just leave it in a tray of water for 10 minutes or so, just so the coir can soak up a bit of that moisture. They can just stay in here on this table. They don't need lights for germination, and it's warm enough and bright enough in here to get them going anyway. And then we'll put them out in a polytunnel probably around February, end of February, maybe a bit sooner. Right, so that's how I grow my carrots in containers. I am going to be doing the CHANTENAY Red. I'll do them off camera later on this evening most probably. But if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing and drop me a comment below. Let me know what carrots you're planning on growing this year and how you grow them. But hope you found this useful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.